John felt like he had hit rock bottom. Life had overwhelmed him with challenges, losing his job, mounting bills, and a deep sense of isolation. Every day felt like a struggle, and he began to believe there was no way out, that he was utterly alone. One rainy evening, desperate for relief, John went for a walk and found himself in front of a small church. Drawn to the light spilling out from its open doors, he stepped inside. The quiet of the empty church offered a rare moment of peace, and John sat in the back, feeling the weight of his problems. Tears welled up as he realized how lost he felt. An older man, noticing his distress, approached and sat beside him. "Are you okay?" he asked softly. John shook his head. "It feels like everything is falling apart, and I'm completely alone. I don't know what to do anymore." The man nodded. "I've been there," he said gently. "In my darkest moment, I heard a voice inside say, 'Do not fear, for I am with you.' Those words changed everything for me." John looked at him, uncertain. "But how do you know God is really there? How do you feel Him when everything seems so dark?" The man smiled. "Faith isn't about never feeling lost. It's about trusting that even in the darkest times, you are not alone. God is with you, guiding you through the storm, even when you can't see it." "But how can I find that faith when everything seems so hopeless?" John asked. "Start by talking to Him," the man suggested. "Be honest about your feelings and listen for the small signs, a moment of peace, a helping hand. Those are reminders that God is with you, that you don't have to carry this burden alone." As the man's words sank in, John felt a spark of hope. For the first time in weeks, he didn't feel completely alone. He realized that, although the future was still uncertain, he didn't have to face it by himself. When John left the church that night, the rain had stopped, and stars were beginning to appear in the sky. He breathed deeply, feeling a newfound sense of calm. The road ahead was still difficult, but he now knew he wasn't walking it alone. With God by his side, he believed he could find the strength to keep going. Moral: even in your darkest moments, remember that you are never alone. God is always with you, offering guidance and strength. When He says, "Do not fear, I am with you," trust that He will help you find a way through, no matter how impossible it may seem.